Hello, everyone. My name is Holly, and I will be the trainer for this hour. The topic is on dress code. So when you go to work or when you go to school, is there a specific dress code that you have to follow? Can you wear jeans? Do you have to wear a tie? What are some different rules for your organization in regards to dress code? So that is basically the topic that we will be going over today. So my name is Holly, and I will be the trainer today. Let me show you the material. First of all, we'll talk about dress code, then we'll go through some keywords and phrases. Then we will do a reading. Then we'll look at the phrases in the text. We'll look at a little grammar if there's time, and then we will also discuss this issue. So that is what we will do today. So, hi Adela, how are you? Hello? Hi Adela.
Hello.
How are you today?
Fine, thanks.
Good.
And you?
Very good, very good. It's apparently very sunny today. So I'm between two windows and there's curtains, but it's still very sunny. So, yeah. So what's the weather like right now in Spain?
In Spain is sunny too, but in this moment is 11 p.m.
Ah, okay.
at night.
It's nighttime. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the day was very sunny.
Mm-hmm. What is how was your Saturday?
Fine, because I start the weekend Thursday,
Mm-hmm.
Friday, Saturday. I come back for a travel, for a trip
From a trip?
around the village in my area in the mountain in the countryside.
Oh wow. Did you stay at a cottage or did you stay at a hotel or where did you stay?
The hotel two two no- uh, 2 nights in the hotel,
Uh-huh.
and I went to pick the mushroom.
Oh, okay. So you went mushroom picking. All right.
Mushroom picking.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you find a lot of good mushrooms then?
I pick for to eat, and for the student Monday to have a class to classify different
Oh.
mushroom.
So you did it for your students. So
Yes, to
yeah.
poisonous. So
Oh, you chose some poisonous ones so they know what to look for.
yes,
Awesome.
to distinct to learn to don't pick poisonous mushroom, the utilities, the other, etc. But I pick to eat. My husband has the dinner was or has been the mushroom.
Okay. So you also fed your husband some mushrooms as well. So
Yes.
okay.
And tomorrow I think I I'm going to cook a soup about the mushroom.
Okay. Okay. That's yeah. Mushroom. Well, it's like a cream of mushroom soup, or we call it also just mushroom soup. So
with wreath, a
mhm.
little wreath,
Broth.
more and mushroom and different vegetable.
Oh, okay. Like a vegetable soup with mushrooms. Awesome. Yeah. We have a soup here in the U.S. We call it cream of mushroom soup, and it's milk based.
Yes, yes.
You guys have that
In
as well.
Spain too,
Okay.
it's a cream. Yes,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And that's usually when I think of mushrooms. That's what I think of is that actual soup. So anyway, well, let's go ahead and get started. Remind me, how old are your students?
my students,
Mhm.
20 years to from 20 years to uh, any any
Okay.
no don't have a limit.
Hmm. So do you teach university or do you teach a college or trade
This is
school?
a post secondary. This is a
Vocational
vocational
school.
school. Yes,
Okay.
it's same level to the university is for technician.
Okay. That's what I wanted to know is it's more or less you teach young adults most of the time, but sometimes you'll have older students as well.
Yes, because it's people has work after that return to have a paper to have a diploma.
So they decide, oh, I'll go back to school and do what I should have done when I
Yes.
was 18. Yeah, I know a lot of people that do that. So awesome. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get started. The topic today is dress code, and at your school, do you have a dress code?
No, not exactly. And people is an school in the field
Uh-huh.
because it's for gardening, organic farming, etc.
Hmm. Uh-huh.
People dress very informal,
Okay.
very sport with boots
Hmm.
because you need to go to the forest, etc.
Okay, so people really dress down. They dress very casually for
Yes.
for that. Have you ever worked in a company where you have had a dress code or a
So
school?
in the no, sorry, I don't understand.
Have you ever had a job where you had a dress code? Or
No,
how about when
mm,
you were studying? Did you have a dress code when you were studying?
no. When I study, no, because it's a public. I don't have a dress code.
Mm-hmm.
My daughter, yes. When my daughter uh, was in the college,
Uh-huh.
she has she had a dress code.
She had a
We
dress code.
have
Uh-huh.
yes. We had to buy something uh, shirt or they are a code about the dress. Yes.
Yeah, so she had to, did she have uniforms or did she have a
Yes,
specific
this is a
clothes?
a uniform.
Uh-huh.
Yes,
Yeah.
has a uniform.
Yeah, I think in the States, a lot of schools, some schools have adopted uniforms. Others have adopted a very strict dress code. Um, for example, in the town closest to me, um, the 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 kids can only wear polo shirts.
Mm,
The boys for example polo shirts, and they have to wear a certain type of pants. They can't wear jeans, but they can't wear in a lot of the schools you can't wear red or blue. And the red and blue is the gang colors.
Oh, okay.
And so
It's not uniform, but it's very strict
very strict
dress
dress
code,
code.
no?
Yeah, yeah. Ahmed, how are you today?
I'm fine, and you?
Very good, very good. So what country are you from, Ahmed?
Turkey.
Turkey, awesome. So today's topic is on dress code. So Ahmed, are you in school or do you work?
I work.
Okay, and so does your company have a dress code?
Yes.
Okay, talk to us about it. Tell us about it.
I I wear formal clothes. I
Polo shirts?
formal.
Formal. Okay, formal
Uh-huh.
clothes. Formal clothing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you have to wear a suit and a tie.
Yes, I have to wear tie and jacket.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So how about the women? Do the women have to wear dresses or is there a dress code for them?
Yes, they have to wear a skirt.
A skirt. Okay. Yeah. Do you have a dress down day in your company?
No.
No. Okay. What can I ask? What industry you work in? Are you
Sorry?
in what industry are you in? Are you in banking or
I
computer?
don't understand.
Yeah, I'll type it in. What industry? What industry are you in?
Energy.
Energy. Okay.
Energy distributing.
Okay. So but your company is a very very formal. Is that normal in Turkey for most companies to have a very strict dress code, or is it
No, incorporated.
in corporates? It's normal.
Yes.
Okay.
Our corporate firm.
Okay. Yeah, and we're going to read an article about it, and you'll find that in some companies now it's starting to change, but it does depend on the country. So, Ahmed, how are you today?
Hey Holly, I'm fine. What about you?
Pretty good, pretty good. So, remind me, Ahmed, what industry do you work in?
Um, Sorry, I didn't hear what you just said.
What industry are you in? What kind of job do you have?
Yes, marketing. Yes.
Marketing. Okay. So do you have a company dress code in your company?
Like uniform?
Well, uniform or just a dress code like.
It's just like suits, you know?
Okay, everybody wears suits.
Yes,
Do you have to wear a suit? So you have to wear a shirt, a tie, and a jacket.
that's right.
And do the women
Yeah.
have to wear dresses or skirts?
No, just like in a moderate way, just in like a modest way.
Modest women.
Yeah, in a professional way as well. So, just like shirts and trousers, something like that.
Okay, so they have to dress very modestly, and the men would have to
Yeah.
wear a tie. Okay, do you have a dress down day in your company?
No, it's the same for 6 years now.
Okay,
So
so
it's
every day, and in a lot of companies around the world, they'll have what's called casual Fridays,
mm-hmm.
and
Um,
where they'll on Fridays, like I worked at a bank where they had a strict dress code that the women had to wear skirts and we had to wear hose,
mm-hmm.
and we had to be very very professional in how we dressed, except on Friday. And on Friday we could wear jeans and a polo shirt they gave us. So,
That's very nice. That's very
yeah.
nice. Yes. I like it. But here, Friday is a holiday.
Okay. Yeah. So your Friday though is Thursday though, right?
Thursday. Yes, maybe.
Your last day of the week is Thursday.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
it.
So also instead of saying just so that you don't confuse people, I would not call it holiday. I would call it weekends.
Weekend.
Your Friday and Saturdays are weekends. So, and you're in Saudi Arabia, right? Or
No, I live in Egypt.
Egypt. Okay, that was the other quote. That couldn't decide which country you're from because there's several Ahmeds that hear it
I
verbally.
know. It's
So
common name in Arabic countries, yeah.
yeah, yeah. So I wasn't sure. Okay. Well, all right. So Adela is from Spain, and she works in a technical school or a vocational school, and there is no dress code at all. And Ahmed is from Turkey, and he works in the energy in this industry, and his dress code is very similar to yours in marketing. So tie and suit. Do you think that's typical of companies in the Middle East and Northern Africa?
Yeah. Actually, it does happens in a lot of companies in Egypt. You know, we have international companies, and they get accomplished with the dress code, which comes in. For example, if the international company comes originally from Australia or United States, so they will be forced to wear the same dress as they wear in the U.S. You understand? It's
Same kind of clothing.
yeah, that's
really.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, is that the same in Turkey as Ahmed? Do the international companies, do these people end up having to wear more Western type clothing?
Yes.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, one thing I noticed when I lived in Korea and I taught in companies, the men all pretty much wore a white shirt and a tie. They didn't actually have to wear a jacket. It depended on the company. But the women would wear kind of it was a uniform, and usually they had a very, very short skirt. And I was very surprised with that. I was like, really? So
that's funny.
yeah, but of course that was of course 20 years ago. I don't know if it has changed at all. But when I was there, the women usually did not work past marriage. Once they got married, when they were in their 20 or like 25 to between 25 and 30, then they wouldn't work anymore. So it was usually just the young women that were secretaries and things like that, unless of course they were teachers, and then they would work. So okay, let's go on. Keywords. So what we're going to do is we're going to read an article about corporations and dress code, and how things are changing in some countries around the world. And so what we're going to do is we've got some keywords and phrases, and we're going to match these with the definitions on the right. So I'm going to read everything on the left, and then I'd like each one of you to take in turn and read on the right. So we've got a thing of the past, dispense with something, heat wave, power dressing, trade union, tough, sore, convention. Okay, Adela, can you read A?
I think of the past idiom. A. A period of unusually hot weather.
So you would say unusually.
Unusually hot weather is the number 3, heat wave.
Heat wave. Okay, excellent. Thank you. Okay, and Ahmed, would you read B?
Yeah, sure. Ahmed or Ahmed?
Okay, that's the thing. How do I do this? Because I tried not to say the H in your name. There's Ahmed and then Ahmet. That's what I was trying to do.
No, just put stress on the last letter in our names, like T and D.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, is that what we do? Okay, so it's still Ahmed and then Ahmet, right?
Oh, this is me. Right.
Okay, so Ahmed.
Okay.
Okay.
Traditional way of doing something or behaving. Yeah. Traditional way of doing something. Okay. That would be traditional way of doing something or behaving. I think that would be yeah.
Can you guys help him? No, it's not. It's not A. Even though a thing of the past, that is tradition. Does anybody know what this one would be, or is this a new word for everybody?
Is number one? I
No,
think of
it's
the
not.
past.
It's not
No.
number one.
Okay.
Number 6.
No,
Tough.
no,
Alright.
it's not number 6.
8 convention.
Is
Correct.
convention. It comes from like say for example, he, uh, he
Holly, is it 8?
yeah,
Is
it's
it 8?
8. Like
I
say for
said 8 in the
example,
beginning.
did you say 8? I thought you said. Oh, I'm sorry.
Alright.
You did. Okay.
My bad.
Yeah.
I
I'm sorry.
should have wear consistent. Okay.
It's probably your pronunciation, or I just didn't hear it right. I apologize. Yeah, so convention, yeah, that's a traditional way of doing something. So he is very conventional. It's very traditional. So it sounds like Ahmed and Ahmet, your companies are very conventional in the way that, as far as dress code. Okay, C, Ahmet.
An organization that represents and protects workers in a particular industry and discusses their pay and working condition with employers. It's trade union.
Trade union, yeah. Now, are trade unions strong in your countries?
No.
No? Okay, how about...
It protests everything and they cannot get anything.
Okay, so they strike, but they have no power. And how about in Spain, Adela? Are trade unions strong in Spain?
Yeah, there are trade unions. 3 or 4 different. The employees have register with them, protect your right.
The rights.
Right.
And
Yes.
is it strong? Do they have power? Can they make?
They are too strong trade union.
Okay.
This is not only one, but I think is less strong than 4 or 5 years ago, I think.
Okay. So we would say it is not as strong as it was. So
Yes.
not as strong as it was. Yeah, I lived in, as you guys might know, I lived in Finland for 11 years, and their trade unions were very strong, especially like the paper industry. They pretty much got everything they wanted. So, but I don't know. Maybe it has changed in the last 5 years since I left. So, how about in Turkey? No, I mean in Egypt. All right, trade union strong in Egypt.
Yeah, kind of. Just in the private companies. Only.
Okay.
Yeah, but in the public sector, yeah, it's
Okay.
I think this is not negotiator. Well, negotiation.
Okay. Yeah, and well, I know that in Finland, the trade unions were based on industry, and in the U.S. they're based on company. Is that in Egypt? Are they based on the company or on the industry?
No, in companies. Yeah,
Companies.
actually, the economy of Egypt is based on the private, individual product. So,
Okay.
Yeah, in the last world crisis that happens in the economic crisis, like I think in 2011 maybe, I can't remember actually. You know, Egypt was like didn't affect of this crisis because our projects, our companies, is just it's about individual.
Okay.
So the company was not participating like the debts here in Egypt, the debts which all the crises were based on. Here the debt is just to have an apartment. You should have an apartment in exchange. So it's crazy, I know. It's a crazy.
Okay.
So yeah, we didn't affect this crisis, so it's just an individual. It's all individual.
So the economy in Egypt is not as dependent upon all the other economies. So
No.
if the U.S., for example, if their economy we have an economic downturn in the U.S. and the dollar gets very, very weak, you guys will not be as affected as Spain, for example.
No, we will be affected, of course, and
You will.
of course, because everything it depends on the dollar, and sometimes we don't have enough dollar to buy or to get to import sales or products from outside because we don't have enough reservation for the dollar. So it's kind of like a big problem for us. But I mean, locally, I'm not speaking like.
Okay, worldwide. Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
got it. I totally understand. Okay, all right, let's go to the next one. Difficult to do. Which word on this is difficult to do? Adela, any idea? Ahmed?
To?
Tough. Yeah, we would say tough. So the GH is an F sound. Tough. Tough. Okay, and Ahmed,
Yeah.
can you read E?
Yeah, something that doesn't exist or happen anymore. I think number one, thing of the past.
Yes. Okay, and Ahmed, F.
Yes.
To increase very quickly to high level, soar.
Soar, okay. And to stop using something because you don't need it anymore.
More dispense with something.
Okay, and then finally, Adela, can you read H?
Wearing clothes that give the impression of confidence and efficiency
Okay.
is power dressing, no?
Power dressing, okay. And have you guys heard power dressing before? Anybody ever heard this?
I know what it means, but
Mm-hmm.
it's the first time I hear it.
Okay, it's the first time. In your, for example, Adela, in Spain, how do
When
women?
yes, when sorry,
The question,
sorry.
uh-huh.
Yes,
Well,
yes. No, go.
Go ahead. How do women dress when they power dress in Spain? How do women dress?
The women dress suits, but is for example in the company, in the company dress wears suit, but it's not necessary con skirt with skirt.
Okay.
Can be with trouser. Saying the men.
Okay, so they wear dress suits.
Yes,
Okay.
it's not problem, but it's a formal dress to have confidence, efficiency, serious. I think is same. The women's and men's is same.
Okay, so is this how women in Spain might dress?
Yes.
Okay. How about in Egypt and Turkey? Is this how women might dress as well, or?
Yes. Actually, you can find this in the law firms. You can find the kind of dress in the banks, and you can find it in official official ministries or official departments in the government.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, would they ever wear skirts this short though?
No,
This
no,
high?
no, cool.
Okay.
Yeah,
How
that's
about
it, yeah.
How about in Turkey? Is this how the women dress as well, professionally?
When they participate job interview,
Okay.
they use the power of dress.
Okay. Okay, they dress like this, and I think this is pretty much worldwide. The outfits more or less, but I don't know. Maybe in some countries, the women that would not be appropriate for some women. So, okay, let's go on. What we're going to do is you are going to read an article on the changing workplace dress codes in British companies. Decide whether the following statements are true or false, and check your answers by reading the text. So we're going to decide together whether these 5 statements are true or false, and then we'll read the text together and find out about the British companies, and we'll compare it with the countries that we know of. So dress codes are becoming more relaxed. Would you say that's true, or speak for your own country and your own company? Adela, would you say that's true or false?
I think false, because British people are very polite, are very strict about the, I think, the dress, the behavior. I think is false.
False. Okay. Ahmed, what would you say?
I would say. All right.
Ahmed.
Go.
It is Ahmed.
Okay, I'm number 2. Okay, he's
Yeah.
number 1.
Because your names are different, so. Okay, so Ahmed number 2.
This is me.
Yeah.
All right. The first answer: business dress codes are becoming more relaxed. In Britain, in
Yeah.
the British company.
Yeah.
Maybe it was not relaxed before, but if he said are becoming more relaxed, so I would say true.
True. Okay. And then Ahmed.
It's also true.
You would say it's true as well. Okay.
Mhm.
That's and my guess it's true just because of my experience in Finland, and that most except in the banking and the law industries, all the other industries I worked in, they had very little people dressed very informally. So number 2, employees who dress more formally are more productive. Adela, would you say that's true or false?
About British mentality,
Yeah.
I think is true.
True. Okay. And Ahmed too.
All right. Employees who dress more formally are more productive. Well, not really.
Okay. So you
False.
say that's false. Okay. And Ahmed one.
I don't agree with, and it's false.
Okay. And I don't agree either. So only because when I'm dressed sometimes I'm going to say true, because when I dress nice, when I go to work and I'm dressing nice, then I feel nice, and therefore I'm more productive. So I think it does depend on the personality. So wearing a tie made a stronger impression in the past. Adela, would you say that's true or false?
Wearing a tie. True.
True. Okay.
In the past.
Oh,
Yeah.
in the past. Okay. And Ahmed too.
Yes. Wearing a tie made a strong impression in the past. Yes, true.
True. Okay. And do you agree as well, Ahmed?
True.
Okay, and I would also say it's true. My grandfather, guys, you will enjoy this. My grandfather would come home from church, and he'd take his tie off, and he'd say, "Whoever invented the tie should be hung with it," because it would be so tight and stuff like that. He hated wearing ties. So.
By the way, Holly, all
yeah.
men hate ties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you guys all look really nice in it, and I love to see guys wearing ties. But I understand that it's like. But my grandfather was just. He was like, we should have hung him. We should have hung him so that they didn't have to wear him. So, but anyway, next one. Employers ignore trade union advice on dress code. What do you think? Adela, do you think they ignore advice on dress code?
True.
True. Okay. Amit too. What do you think?
I think
Excuse me.
False.
False. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And Amit one.
Also false.
Okay. And I'm going to say true. Okay. And the environment is responsible for the change in workplace dress codes. What do you think,
False.
Adela? False?
False.
Okay, and Ahmed,
True.
true.
Hmm.
And Ahmet,
True.
true.
Do you know why, Holly? Because here, the policeman, for example, in the winter, they have like their dress with very long sleeves. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And in summer, they wear like t-shirts, you know. So yeah, I think it's the kind of understanding of the institution that they're working for by the nature and the atmosphere, and yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
really so.
So
Yeah.
this is based on the environment. Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and read this and see if our answers were right or wrong. Okay. Firms find it pays to relax dress code. Okay. Yeah, Adela, could you read the first paragraph? Ahmet 2, and then Ahmet 1, read the third one. I'll read the fourth one, and then we'll go back around. Okay?
Okay. Dress down Fridays are fast becoming a thing of the past, as employers increasingly allow staff to dispense with their formal business clothes every day of the week. Employees in some companies, especially during the present heat wave, are being allowed to turn up to work in shorts and sandals.
Okay. I can't, shorts and sandals. I don't know about that. Okay. And Ahmed,
Yes.
number 2.
Okay. 4 out of 5 companies found that more relaxed attitudes increased predictably. In a survey of 560 organizations, the employment law firm Pensuela found 9
Peninsula.
out.
Peninsula. The employment
Peninsula.
law firm Peninsula.
Peninsula. Okay. Found 9 out of 10 firms had a no-tie policy as part of more informal dress code. Dalen Jones, editor of the men's lifestyle magazine GQ, said that ties were achieving a new level of importance because they were worn less often.
Okay, thank you. And Ahmet.
Wearing a tie hasn't been regarded as such a symptom of power dressing for some time. When you wear one now, it really shows that you are serious.
It really shows that you are serious. Okay. Brendan Barber, General Secretary of Britain's National Trade Union Centre, the TUC, said it was good to see that during the heat wave, employers were listening to the advice of the TUC's Cool Work campaign. He said that it was tough working in uncomfortably hot offices, shops, and factories, but it was made worse if bosses insisted that their staff remained suited and booted as the temperatures soared. Adela.
He added a little some dressing down and a temporary relaxing of workplace dress code will really benefit those employers who realize that cool, comfortable workplaces are good for productivity and for the employees.
Okay, so realize that cool, comfortable workplaces are good for productivity.
Places.
Yeah.
Workplaces.
Okay. Number 6, Ahmed.
Peter Dunn, managing director of Peninsula. Peninsula, okay, said all the conventions were being challenged. The popularity of dress down says and days and relaxed attitudes to dress codes has soared in recent years. The traditional standard of work clothes are becoming more relaxed, as we have seen during the recent heat wave.
Okay, Ahmed.
Traditional conventions are being challenged and are constantly changing to meet the demands of the growing global environment.
Okay, thank you. Now, are there any words or phrases in here that you do not know? First of all, Peninsula, that's the name of a law firm, but it's also, does everybody know what that is in English?
Peninsula.
peninsula is a earth, no?
It's a
A
what?
part of the earth is with the water for one 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 piece is with the earth, but the other is around the water. I don't. For example,
Absolutely.
Italy,
Yeah, you've
Italy or Spain is
Small
a
continent.
you
Small
have
continent.
yeah. Basically, it's just a land that's completely around water. You explained it really well, Adela. So it's a piece of land that's around water.
It's an island.
It's not really an
No.
island because it's part of the big island. For example, this one right here. It's still part of this,
One,
but it's a peninsula.
one side is joined with the earth. Is not an island.
Yeah, so
It's-
that's the difference. Like right here, this is the peninsula, and it's attached to the island right there. So that's why, I mean, attached to the land. So that's why it's not an island. Maybe
It's almost
Maybe
an
half
island.
island.
it could be like in the future, like whenever if as erosion happens, it could actually become an island.
Yes.
And maybe some islands were at one time peninsulas. Would you say that's correct?
Peninsula.
Anybody that knows anything about geography? All right. Okay, so that's one word. Even though in this context it's a law firm, it's still peninsula is an important word to know in English. So any other words here?
What's the meaning of where word? Wordless. What's the meaning of word?
And what paragraph?
Yeah, the two paragraph in
Second
the
paragraph.
fourth line. Fourth line. Number 2, fourth line. The last. Yeah.
Fourth line, new level of importance because they were worn less often. So worn right here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's actually past tense of
Is
to
the-
wear.
The where?
Of where?
Uh-huh.
Where?
It's-
Okay.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so they were
Past-
worn less often. So
Hmm.
because men, at least in some countries, men are wearing ties less often. Now they're becoming now they're starting to become more power clothing again. In my country, when in my last company that I worked at, if I saw a guy wearing a tie, most people automatically assumed he had a job interview. So because people just don't wear ties all that often anymore. So. It's surprising to me that in Egypt and Turkey it's normal. So, any other words or phrases?
I think it's all clear. All's clear.
All is clear. All is clear on the front. Okay, so business dress codes are becoming more relaxed. Okay, the guys got it. Employees
Yeah.
who dress more formally are more productive. I can't remember what it said about that. A more relaxed attitude, increased productivity. I don't personally agree. That's why I put true, even though I knew the answer was false. Because as an employee myself, the better dressed I am, the better more productive I am. So, okay, so the guys were right on this one. Wearing a tie made a stronger impression than the past. We were all right here. Employers ignore trade union advice on dress code. I can't remember what they said here. Did they ignore?
Mm.
They are listening to advice.
Yeah, okay, so it was false. And
Yeah.
I think we all said, okay, the guys said false. Okay. And I didn't remember, so as you can see, I didn't remember that one. The environment is responsible for the change in workplace dress codes, and then again, that was true.
True. Yes.
True. Now, I know in the company that I worked in, When I started working for the company, they said that we had casual Fridays, and that the Monday through Thursday would be um, what we call it business casual. So you couldn't wear T-shirts, you couldn't wear jeans, but on Fridays we could. Where that actually changed as I started working there, and they went through projects. They would have like 2-3 weeks where it was completely casual Fridays, and jeans every day. They would call it jeans days.
Yes. Do you know, Holly, I have heard once that in Google companies,
Uh-huh.
they wear pajamas. You know, you can wear whatever you want to. Maybe you can wear pajamas or slippers or whatever. You know, it's yeah, it's amazing. You know,
Yeah, I've seen that as
they
well.
care about creativity. Yeah.
In the company I worked at this last time, they actually put that in their dress code. You could wear on jeans days what you can and cannot wear. And so one of the things that they couldn't wear is they could not wear, even on casual days, they could not wear flip-flops, and they could not wear shirts with hoods.
Uh-huh.
And those were the two things that people could not wear. Everything else was pretty much you could wear. And then pajamas. You couldn't wear pajamas. Everything else people could wear. And it was amazing to me what people wear, too.
True.
So, and then in Adela, do people come to the school in pajamas? In your school? Since there's no dress code?
Sorry, go to the class with pajama?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay, so there's still at least in the schools in Spain, even in her school, there's no dress code. At least they don't wear pajamas.
But with short, etc. Yes, or flip flop.
Have you guys seen there's a website about Americans who go to Walmart? Anybody heard about this website? Because okay, now correct me if I'm wrong. Is the stereotype that in around the world that Americans are the worst dressers, or who are the worst dressers?
Scottish.
Oh, really?
I was just kidding. Okay. No, I respect Scottish actually. I'm just talking about the traditional words. But it's I respect that. No, I think the apparent thing just that's distinguished from one to another. You know, I might feel that what I'm wearing now is very fitting me, and I think it's beautiful. But for others, maybe not.
Yeah.
So it's appearance just kind of like self-perspective, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and everyone is just expressing from the place where he comes from, come from. So,
Exactly.
yeah.
I want to show you guys this website. It's called People of Walmart. And what it is Walmart is a store that's open 24 hours, 7 days a week. So it's never closed. And people catch other people wearing very strange clothing at Walmart. And this is regular clothing. You know, people just come in dressed like really, really bad. And
is it like a mall or something?
It's a department store.
Department stores.
Yeah. So it's a store that's open. They have food, and they have clothes, and they have automotive, and they have a pharmacy and restaurants, and so it's not a mall, but these are people that have actually are shopping at Walmart, and it's just are you guys catching these
Yes.
these images? It's just amazing. It's just you just Google it and you type in "people of Walmart" and you just see these amazing. It's like, really, you know?
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, I went through this once with, I haven't seen it in a couple of years, but it just blows me away that people would actually go out in public looking like that. So it's like you said,
I,
though,
I
self-respect.
think it's like to say whatever you want to, you know.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and people,
This is
I
the
mean,
motto or the slogan of the country, of this city or something.
excuse
Just
me?
wear whatever you want to.
Yeah,
This is
and
the slogan.
that,
Yeah.
it's been, I guess, for the dress, the way people dress in the U.S. has gotten worse for the last 20 years or so. As we've gotten fatter and we've started to have more obesity as an issue,
Mhm.
people are starting to dress really even more and more relaxed. And oh, okay, thank you, Adela. Thank you for coming. Sleep well. I know it's late, so
Thank you. Bye bye.
bye. But as people have gotten more and more relaxed, they dress worse. But yeah, well, I don't know if you guys had heard about that, but it's a big joke that the people of Walmart. So
I will keep that in mind.
yeah, it's really funny. But anyway, match the words in the left and right columns to form the phrases from the text, and then we're going to practice this.
Okay.
Number one, Ahmet. We've got Ahmed and Ahmet. So,
Okay, that's great. You got it.
did I get it right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So what is a relaxed what?
Relaxed dresses thing. Relaxed.
Relaxed dress code.
Dress code. Yes.
Oh, you know, it's funny because in the text it's actually a relaxed attitude.
Attitude.
A relaxed attitude, but a relaxed dress code does work. Let's see if there's any other words here. A relaxed workplace will work as well. So all three of them will work. You can't
Yes.
say a relaxed environment.
We just took like a quick overview on this on the reading. So I think we didn't take much time to concentrate.
Exactly. So, but let's just look at let's see how many words how many phrases this can form actually. So an informal what?
An informal dress code.
An informal dress code, yes. Okay. Anything else?
Attitude.
An informal attitude, yes. The dress code is what the answer was. An informal workplace.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. And how about uncomfortably? Anybody know what
Uncomfortably hot.
with one? Uncomfortably hot. And when I think of your countries, both of them, Turkey and Egypt, that's what I think. Is it? But it isn't always uncomfortably hot, is it?
Come on, Egypt has the best weather ever.
It doesn't?
Yeah, in winter or summer.
I've heard that Colombia does.
We are well known. You know, we are in winter now, and I'm still wearing the summer. Yeah, the summer dress, summer clothes. It's yeah, it's not that it feels more in the winter like summer in some other countries. You know, so yeah, it's.
You basically have one season then, right?
In Egypt, yes. Yeah, compared to what I say, yes, of course.
Okay, or compared to Russia or Siberia. There's this class I taught a couple weeks ago. Actually, I think it was a week ago. It was something similar to this reading about the coldest city in the world. In Siberia, and the average temperature during the winter is minus 50 degrees Celsius.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
You know, and they close everything up at minus 55. So anyway, a comfortable what?
Comfortable workplace.
A comfortable workplace. Environment, and also a comfortable workplace. Oh wait, a workplace, a comfortable environment, and we can also put, I can't type, comfortable environment, and also we can say a comfortable work environment. Okay,
Mhm.
can you guys think of anything else?
Yes. Comfortable dress code, maybe. Yes.
Yeah, well, you could do that. A comfortable. It works. It's not used as much as the others, but it will work. Okay. Okay. How about a traditional?
Traditional can work with dress code. Traditional dress code,
Traditional
and
dress code. Yep.
yeah, and traditional conventions.
No, because they mean the
Mm,
same thing.
yes.
Traditional attitude.
Traditional attitudes. Yes.
Form phrases from the text. Okay.
Yeah. It's
Mhm.
yeah. These are phrases from the text, but there's so many of them that
Yes.
actually work together. It's like, and you have to look at the answers to see what they are from the text. Um, so the global what?
Convention.
Global conventions, yeah, and the global. Okay, there's a couple of them that would work with the global as well. So the global conventions,
Environment. The global environment.
environment. There's one more.
Mm, the global attitude.
Well, the global workplace.
Workplace. Uh-huh.
Where I mean, if you consider the fact, for example, Verbling is more or less a global. It's a virtual workplace, but a global workplace. So you've got teachers from all over the world, students from all over the world. So,
Yeah.
so we could say that. Okay, so let's practice these phrases. So Amit, can you choose one of these phrases and ask a question?
Ahmed from Turkey. Go on.
Amit from Turkey. Yeah, that's what I should have called you guys. I should have said Egypt, Turkey, Egypt, Turkey. So Turkey, though, you know, it's a good country, but it's also a good food. You know. Anyway, okay. Can you ask a question
Ask a question to who?
to Ahmed or myself
Uh,
using one of these phrases? Like I said, is it uncomfortably hot in your country? So,
what is the comfortable place, workplace in your country?
okay. So,
Ahmed.
Ahmed, what
In
is a comfortable workplace?
A comfortable workplace. It depends on comfortable, like you're sitting in a chair,
Mm-hmm.
or comfortable you're sleeping and thinking. It's worth money, by the way. Your ideas.
It's true.
So yeah, I think just sitting in a chair, maybe you can be customer service. Yeah, you'll be like, but it has a lot of pressure in your mind.
Mm-hmm. Also, a comfortable workplace could actually be a good atmosphere.
Hmm.
Where if the employees like to be there and they're happy, then it's a comfortable workplace. So, do you guys work? Is your workplace where you guys work? Is it a comfortable workplace?
no.
No.
I don't agree with my manager.
Okay, so is it fairly? So do they have
Uncomfortable
traditional
for me.
attitudes? Is it because he has traditional attitudes?
Yes.
Okay. How about you, Ahmed from Turkey? I mean, from Egypt.
I get it by the sense. Okay. Yes. I work in a very comfortable workplace. I have my icon in my office,
Oh,
and
wow.
yeah, and yeah, the way that the atmosphere is pretty cool. With my workmates, I think we have a lovely relationships together, like
Mhm.
very open, and yeah, so it's very comfortable
Excellent.
in my workplace.
That's really great. And my workplace is at home, so I have a very comfortable workplace. My dog right now is sleeping right next to me, and the only problem is when he wants to leave my office and the door's not open, then he starts to bark, and he's only done that once. It's taught here at Verb. So,
I couldn't hear, but
yeah.
what is his name? What is his name?
Alpha, come here, baby. Come here. Come here, baby. No, he won't come.
I like it. I like it.
He turned around. This is him right here.
Oh, this is always so sweet. I can see
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
But he just turned around and he's now laying on his back expecting me to scratch him. So when I first started teaching, he used to get on my lap and look in to see.
Oh.
All right.
Very curious. Huh?
Yeah.
All right.
So, okay, thank you very much. And you guys, I hope you learned some new words and phrases and got a chance to practice.
Thank you, Holly, for this lovely class.
Thanks. Bye.
Okay, bye-bye.